What's up, everybody? Welcome to Human Innovation Tarot. My name is Eddie with Imagine Life Development Center, and today we're going to be taking a look at what's coming up for all the people across all the signs, across all the things for the month of May. Happy birthday to all my Tauruses out there. It is your birthday month, and I can't believe that we are actually already in May of 2025. I can believe it and I don't believe it at the same time. If you're new to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you would take a moment to like and subscribe, completely free for you. All you have to do is press a button, a minimal amount of effort. I'd be greatly appreciative of the exchange of energy. So if you find any information in this reading beneficial or useful for you, please consider supporting the channel. Everything else you guys need to know is in the description box below, and come join me sometime for a free live tarot reading. So we're going to start at Aries, and we're going to go all the way through the end of the zodiac to Pisces. There will be timestamps in the description box, so you can just go into the description and you can find, if you want to skip straight to your sign, then that information is there. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, all the things, and cross-watching, that's fine too. There should be something here for everybody, okay? Anything else? No. We're just going to jump right in. So we're going to start with Aries. What's coming up for the hot-headed Aries in Taurus season in May? It's coming up for my Aries out there. And I'm just teasing you guys. I'm a Virgo sun, and I've never had any issues with Aries. So, and you guys can take it. You're a fire sign. You guys can take it. Well, you're here in your own reading. We got the Emperor out. That's your energy. Let's see where this wants to go. All right. So I think we got enough here to kind of King of Wands in reverse. Now, this could be you. This could be somebody else. King of Wands in reverse is probably definitely tied to the Devil energy here, which is Capricorn. Give me just a second here to get, I just want to make sure that I can get all of the, I don't know why I do this. It's my OCD. I went out of my way to make sure that I could have as much space possible. And then my OCD-ness is still like, no, just use the top space. Like, let's not use all the space. Why would we want to do that? Anyway, so, all right, we got the Three of Swords here. And this dude from, I swear, is that not the guy from Twilight? It looks like the dude from Twilight, and I've never even seen Twilight except for just, like, clips from back in the day. Or memes or something, but I'm almost certain that looks like the same dude. Anyway, so I don't know. Maybe you guys like Twilight or something. No judgment here. If you're into Twilight, that's your thing. It's your thing. No judgment. All right, so we have the Devil. Let's just take a look really quick. So that's Capricorn energy. We have the Fool, which is Aquarius / Aries energy. Some readers, they see the Fool as that. It all depends. And so the Emperor is definitely your guys' energy. There's your energy, Aries, in the reading. And we have Justice here, which is Libra. We have this King of Wands in reverse, Leo, Sag, Aries, your energy again. We have Temperance, which is Sagittarius. We have a Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck here. How many majors is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. So half the cards are majors, which means that you guys are going through some shit right now. Some serious shit. You guys are going through some serious shit. This is a serious situation for you guys to start with. So you're definitely involved with the toxic person. We can see that, especially with the King of Wands in reverse. Now, hopefully, you guys aren't the toxic person. Tisk tisk. Shame, shame, shame. Just kidding. No judgment here, but, you know, Lady Justice here, karma never forgets an address, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, if you're the person or not the person, because we're going to get our karma whether we like it or not. Karma is like gravity. It just exists. So everything that we do and everything that exists is just energy. Everything is energy. That is the ultimate universal law. Everything is energy. And because everything is energy, anything that we do has an energetic reaction called cause and effect, right? Like this is like elementary school stuff, right? We all know this stuff. Well, that's what karma is. Karma is just the cause and effect of anything that we do, whether it's good or it's bad. And so with Lady Justice here, Lady Justice is the universal law. Karma is the universal law that is running behind the scenes like gravity that ensures that whatever cause, there's going to be an effect, and whatever effect, there's going to be a cause, and blah, 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 blah. All right? And that's important to know in a minute here. So because there was some type of tomfoolery here, aka some kind of fuckery, because we have a Three of Swords here, we have a Devil, and we have a King of Wands in reverse. And the King of Wands in reverse only cares about one person, themselves. So this is the classic narcissist, and hopefully it's not you, Aries, that is this narcissist. Because that would be unfortunate. But hey, the good part about it is that it's never too late to change, right? Hopefully people learn their lessons. Hopefully when you go through karma and you experience the pain that karma serves up, you know, hopefully that, you know, allows people to transform and become a better version of themselves. That would be ideal. It's not always what happens, but it definitely would be ideal. So I'm just pulling some cards off the bottom here. So for Aries, what I can see for you guys is basically, there was a sneaky situation here. You were dealing with a shady person. And again, I don't know if this is you or somebody else. I feel like it's somebody else. But I mean, you could have been dealing with another fire sign because we technically do have Sagittarius energy here with Temperance. Now here's the big. So let's look at the big and the small of the whole situation. So you were screwed over by somebody. We got the Moon. There was some hidden shit here. With the Three of Swords, you're heartbroken. Five of Cups. There was pain, loss, regret here. There was conflict with the Five of Swords. There could have been multiple people involved with the Three of Wands. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Fool here. So basically, this is like somebody that you know. Like, let's just be real. Okay. You know, I'm just going to tell you guys, and you may not like hearing this, but I got to keep it real. That's what I do on my channel. Look, you can go to other channels for unicorns, fairies, rainbows, and Skittles and all that bullshit, but that's not here. I'm going to keep it real. You know why I'm going to keep it real for you guys? So that you actually can protect what's valuable, which is your heart, and you can make a wise decision because you'll have information available to you. And I have no skin in this game. I'm just some random dude on YouTube. So whether you choose to listen to me or whether you choose not to listen to me, it's up to you. But if you're here and you're watching this video, then there's some part of you that has just enough trust to maybe consider that something that I'm saying here is relevant to the situation you're experiencing. And if that's true, then that must mean that the divine inside of me is also connected to the divine inside of you, which means that I'm here for what's in your highest good. Because what the divine inside of you that's connected to the divine inside of me wants you to know is how to keep yourself safe, how to protect what's valuable to you, how you can get the things that you actually truly desire that are good for you, that are in your highest good, without having to go through a lot of unnecessary pain, obstacles, trials, and hurdles. Or to not be deceived, because that's what this person's doing. This person is somebody that's pretty good at deception. They've been at it a while, unfortunately. They've chosen the dark side, right? Star Wars. The light and the dark. Two sides of the same force. This person, they chose the dark side. Anakin Skywalker, he was supposed to be the one. He was supposed to bring balance to the Force, and he didn't. He gave in. He got seduced by the dark side of the Force. That's what happened with this person. This person got seduced by the dark side of the Force, and now they're trying to seduce you, pull you into their darkness to join them. And you've been hurt by this because we have the Three of Swords and we have the Five of Cups here, and the Five of Swords is essentially this person basically, it's their narcissism. This person doesn't give a shit about anybody but themselves. However, this person's not stupid. They're not dumb. And they know where your vulnerability and your weakness is. They know that. They understand what your kryptonite is, your weakness. And so they're going to try to reach out to you here with the Eight of Wands. I don't know if you've been in communication with this person, and if you haven't, then this month, in May, there's a good chance that this person is going to reach out to you because they know your weakness, the devil. The devil's about temptation. This person knows what your weakness is. They know how to get in. They know what to say. They know what to do. And they know that there's something about their energy and the effect that they have on you, the influence, the power that they have on you. They understand it. That's what the Five of Swords is. The Five of Swords is like, ooh, I found your weakness. I found the chink in your armor. I found your vulnerability. I know how to exploit you. And this person knows that they have some type of effect on you, some control, some power, some temptation, some irresistible thing. They know that they have this level of control, and they actually get off on it here. And so Temperance here in Justice, well, first of all, Justice is here saying that they're going to get their karma no matter what. So this person who's doing this shit, one day their time is going to come, and they're going to have to they're going to have to serve their sentence, so to speak, and they're going to have to answer to karma, to Lady Justice here, for the things that they've done. And but that's between them and the divine. Now Temperance is here for you guys, to saying, hey, look, the way out of this mess, this nightmare, is to focus on yourself, to find balance, to resist the temptation, to find the middle path, moderation, peace, protect your peace at all costs, having boundaries here, and realizing the moon is about illusions, realizing that that's all that this person has. The only thing that this person can give you is an illusion, and that's all that it's ever been. That's all that it ever was. That's the power that they have. The power that this person has is the ability to cast an illusion like a spell. I mean, you're just like, oh my God, they make you believe shit that's not true. and you fall for it. And the divine is saying, stop falling for it. Stop falling for the illusion. This person is not, there's nothing about this person that's genuine, authentic, or real. They just have enough, knowledge, I guess, to realize that they're good at something. And the thing that they're good at is deception. They're good at deceiving people. And unfortunately, for them, justice, karma, is going to pay them back for everything, all the deception, all the things that they've done to hurt other people, the way that they have lied, cheated, and betrayed other people. Their time will come, but that's not up to you to worry about or be concerned with, okay? So, Aries, for you, you went through and you've been going through, you're attached to somebody who's very toxic. There's been a toxic situation. The divine is wanting you to get out of this toxic situation. That's what's in your highest good. You know it. You've known it for a long time. You need to remove this person from your life. You need to have boundaries. And you need to understand that it's not going to necessarily be easy because the devil is here and this person knows what to do to draw you in. And so it's going to take effort. It's going to take effort on your part to resist this person. But you don't have to, it doesn't have to be hard necessarily because the divine is here to assist you. But you have to be willing to work with the divine and you have to be willing to do whatever it takes if you really want to stop being hurt by this person. You have to want it. You have to want it bad enough. That's the key, okay? You have to want it bad enough. All right, so we have the Queen of Swords here. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. For those that care about those types of things. What's coming up for Taurus here? What do my Taurians need to know in the month of May? All right, we have the Ten of Cups, we have the Two of Wands, and we have the Emperor here, which is Aries energy. We have the Queen of Wands, which is Leo, Sag, Aries. Strong Aries coming through here. A lot of fire energy here. Two of Wands. Okay, so so far we have a situation on our hands here where there's two different I'm going to say feminines here. There's a masculine and two feminines here. Now, most readers will tell you male or female doesn't matter, and depending on the type of reading and the person doing the reading, I would agree with that. When you're dealing with energy, you're just dealing with energy. But you have to know when the energy is masculine and when it's feminine here. Now, this is interesting because now we have a King of Swords here, which is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And so we have two, we have a match here with the King and Queen of Swords here. But then we have the Queen of Wands, which is the other, and then we have the Star, which is Aquarius energy. Okay, and we have the Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck now, which is options here. So, and then the Three of Cups. Okay, so you're dealing with somebody who's dealing with other people, and you don't know about it. There's the Moon. Jesus Christ, man. This is just like, this must just be, and Temperance was flipped over. It didn't come out, but it was flipped over. So basically Temperance should be out here, which is Sag energy, Sagittarius energy. Man, the dating world is fucked. That's the only thing I can tell you guys, man. As a reader who just who sees what the collective is, it's just like a dumpster fire. It's a dumpster fire sometimes, or maybe all the time. I don't know. I don't want to discourage you guys though, but for you guys, For you guys, my Tauruses out there. Yeah, you're dealing with somebody here who's got multiple people. They could even be married. The Ten of Cups is a card of like having a family, having kids, being married. The star here, now that could just be Aquarius, and then the Emperor could just be Aries energy, but there's more. I think there's more to this story here. Seven of Cups though is the tell-all here. Obviously, that's having options, and then the Three of Cups is having a lot of options basically, and the Moon is keeping those options very, very secret. And then the Wheel of Fortune here, which is interesting. This person. So yeah, you guys are dealing with somebody who they like the fact that having all, I don't know, I guess maybe, I don't know if they're a ladies' man or they're a man's man or whatever kind of I don't know who or what, but whoever this person is, they get off on the fact that they get a lot of attention from the opposite sex. That's the point here. So this person, they get a lot of significance. They get off on the fact that, hey, I feel like the shit because maybe I'm really good with the opposite sex, or I get a lot of attention here, or, my options are open, whatever. But this person gets a lot of attention and they like it. Now what's interesting is you guys, you're not like, you could be the Queen of Wands, or you could be the Queen of Swords, but your energy is not really here on the table. It could be implied in the Ten of Cups, maybe. It's interesting. It's like, because underneath the Wheel of Fortune, which the Wheel of Fortune is more Sagittarius energy, just for those who want to know, you do have a King of Cups, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So you have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius with the King of Swords, and then you have this guy here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So I don't know. I mean, we got two different women, we got two different dudes. Like, and we have a Seven of Cups here. I don't know. Maybe you guys are. Maybe you're swinging. Maybe you're into couples or thruples or threesomes or whatever the thing. And I'm not here to judge, but I'm just seeing some stuff here. I'm looking. There's lots of. What I will say, there's lots of secret keeping now. Okay, so whoever you're dealing with, definitely has interest that they don't want you to know about. So this is what I'm going to tell you, Taurus, because you guys aren't showing up in your reading anywhere. This is what I'm going to tell you. You're either dealing with somebody or you're going to meet somebody, and this is what's coming with them. And so the divine wanting you to know, this is the baggage that's coming with them. Basically, okay? So this person comes to the, if this isn't somebody, if you're like, hey, I'm single, I'm not seeing anybody right now, I'm a Taurus, I'm not dating anybody, but, or hey, yeah, that's me, I just met somebody. Like, well, and again, I don't want you to run off and be like, well, I saw this guy on, like, don't accuse the person that you just met unless you have reason to do so, obviously. Like, this is not, you don't make an accusation based on a fucking tarot reading. You don't go like, hey, I just met somebody and I'm a Taurus and, you're, you must be seeing a bunch of people because the tarot reader guy on YouTube said that you were. Like, unless you have reason to believe, you have enough evidence or enough reason to believe, or something, you've seen something, or he said something, or your intuition is screaming at you about something, that's different. Or unless you got you want to come to me and you want to get a personal private reading, then we'll find out all the secrets. I'll find out all the shit about whoever. We'll go deep. You know, it's like, hey, I just met somebody. I want to make sure they're not gonna, screw me over. Cool. Get a private reading. That's what I'm here for. Let's do it. Let's make sure that they're not screwing you over. All the things. So, however, or back to those of you, I got distracted here. My Tauruses, the divine wants you to know that you're either going to meet somebody, potentially meet somebody, or this is somebody that you're currently dealing with who's dealing with a bunch of other people. Now, if you're okay with that, then nothing to see here. Keep on keeping on. Hey, whatever. Right? Like, who cares? Now, if you do care, then obviously the divine is saying, hey, well, now you know. Now you know what potentially this person's got going on, that they have some other things, some other people, some other interests, and you're not the only one. So, just something to keep in mind there. It's neither good nor bad. Like, there's not, before I move on to Gemini here, just for you guys to know, there's not really anything bad here. And that's why it's just kind of like it's really a neutral reading for you. It's not that this person is bad per se. It's just like, hey, they just might have other interests. And it's up to you to decide if you want to be with somebody who may have other romantic interests and you're just not the only person. Some people are not okay with that. Some people are okay with that. It just all depends on, what works for you, right? We can't just generalize and demonize people that are like, hey, you know what? I don't want, some people have different desires, right? Like, what's it? Ethical non-monogamy and polygamy and open relationship. There's all kinds of things that people do these days, right? And it's like, it might not be your thing, but that doesn't mean it's not somebody else's thing. And what works for them is what works for them. We're not here to judge anybody. We're not here to say or condemn people and say, hey, you know what? If what you desire is an open relationship and you like having certain partners and that's what works for you, cool deal. There's a culture out there for that. There's people out there. There's groups, there's people out there for other people who do the same thing. That's why it is what it is. And as long as they're not hurting themselves and they're not hurting others and they're being honest in that environment, then no judgment, right? It's different though if somebody's dishonest. So if somebody comes to you, Taurus, and they're lying to you and they're saying, hey, no, I'm only interested in you. It's like, well, but you're not, because you have all these other interests. Well, that's different. That's deception. That's deceit. That's dishonesty, right? And so that's when it's a problem. When it's dishonest, that's when it becomes an issue. And if people are just open and honest about the fact that, hey, look, I want to, I'm not looking for, a 1-in-1. I'm looking for a 1-in-5. That's how we roll. It's like, well, cool. At least you told me. That's honesty. All right, Gemini. What's coming up for Gemini? It'll be your guys' birthday before we know it. It's hard to believe that it'll be June in the blink of an eye. All right. Ooh, 5 of Wands. Okay, so we have the 5 of Wands. We have the 8 of Cups. We have the Page of Wands. The 4 of Wands. the Hermit. Okay, there's two groups for you. There's two groups here. I'm dealing with two groups of Geminis here. I got two different messages for two groups. The Three of Wands and the Devil. The bottom of the deck, which is Capricorn, the High Priestess, Cancer, Pisces, Temperance, Sagittarius, and the Queen of Wands, bottom deck. Okay, so two groups of Geminis here. I'll try to get through this pretty quick here. Group number one, you guys are leaving. You're done. You're done with a situation that's caused some chaos or conflict or some, just bullshit that you're not interested in. It's like you don't want drama. And so the Five of Wands is the drama that you don't want. The Eight of Cups is you walking away from it. You guys are happy and content right now to just go focus on yourself. The Page of Wands is you saying, hey, you know what? I don't need to be part of the drama or whatever the Five of Wands is. You guys will know what that is for you, who and what groups and what people or what person, the Page of Wands is you going out and saying, hey, you know what? Or the Eight of Cups to the Page of Wands, rather, is you walking away from it. You're done with it. And the Page of Wands is like, I'm just going to go have fun with myself. I don't need anybody else. I don't need to be part of any drama here. And then you have the Four of Wands, the Hermit, and the Three of Wands. The Four of Wands, again, these two cards on both sides, the Page of Wands and the Hermit, especially the Hermit, that's a major arcana, Virgo energy, is you being okay, like, hey, you know what? I'm good with me, the Four of Wands. Like, I'm good being single. I'm good having my own life. I'm good staying at home. I'm good whether I go out and have fun. Like, you're just good in any environment, the Three of Wands. It's like you're feeling optimistic about the future, or you're focused on the future here. And the Devil's like, you're basically, I'm not dealing with anything toxic that's tied back here to the Five of Wands. All right. So that's one group of you. So one group of you've taken your power back. You're like, I'm out. Peace out. Not dealing with drama. Not dealing with bullshit anymore. I don't need it. I'm cool. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm happy with my life. And I don't need people or toxic, anything toxic in my life. Basically, I'm happy. I can create my own happiness. I can do my own thing, and I'm good to go. That's for one group. Now, the second group of you, it's a little bit more intricate. The second group of you is you're trying to leave the Eight of Cups. You're trying to get out of something that is no longer, that's not satisfying or fulfilling for you. But you keep getting pulled back in, and it could be with a Virgo. You could be dealing with a Virgo, or you could be dealing with a Capricorn. Okay, it doesn't have to be, but it could be. And with that Three of Wands energy here, so it's like, but the Devil is like, nobody gets out of the Devil's grasp easily, right? The Devil is control, it's temptation, it's codependency. You're being bound, you're being tempted, but it has power over you. When the Devil shows up, depending on other cards and other things, other situations and things, blah, 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 blah. The Devil is a very, very, very powerful energy. Very powerful. Very possessive. Very strong. The energy of the Devil is extremely strong. So you have a very, very intoxicating connection with somebody. It's implied here. We don't have, we don't have a court card, but you don't need one. The Four of Wands and whoever your person is that you're connected to, it's a very intense connection, an obsessive connection. Like, and the Three of Wands here, it's like, you can try to pretend you and this person. I don't know. It could go either way. You can try to pretend like you don't have this intense, obsession with each other, but you do. And so this month you're going to be dealing with that. You're going to be you're going to be dealing with that energy. And underneath the devil, you have the high priestess, which is Cancer Pisces energy for those who care. But this is about, well, there's multiple energies attached here with the high priestess. The high priestess is really about our internal compass, our intuition, but it's also having to do with our ability to understand spiritual the spiritual occurrences of our life, the spiritual reality of the fake reality that we believe in, the matrix, right? Like out here in the 5D, and like we think that, oh, we're just these bodies, and all the only thing that exists are the things that we can see and taste and touch and smell and all the things. Like that's the matrix, that's the bullshit, that's the illusion. And it's a paradox because in the human body, we gravitate towards the things that seem the most real. But the things that appear the most real are actually the things that are most not real. It's the paradox. And so what the divine is trying to tell you guys is, hey, you need to understand what's happening here with this person that you're obsessively connected with. And you're really going to have to go within yourself to understand why. Why do I have this deep, profound connection to this person that's so intoxicating, this, that, and the other? It's like, well, because, you've met this person for a reason, and they're here to teach you a lesson. They're here to teach you something, to show you something about you that's here for your spiritual growth, your spiritual development. Or at the very least, to shine light on blind spots, to shine light onto parts of yourself that need growth and development. It's going to be something in that ballpark, something in that arena here. And it's going to be very difficult for you to move on from this person until you're willing to learn the spiritual lesson. And once you learn the spiritual lesson, then everything, it's like this whole situation will transform at that point. You won't obsess over this person anymore. You probably won't be attracted to them anymore. Who knows what'll happen? But, that's for the second group of Geminis, okay? I could probably gone on, I probably could have done just an hour reading just on that, for that group of Geminis there. There was a lot there, but I can't just camp out on one sign, unfortunately, because this is just a check-in. This whole everything that I'm doing here across the zodiac is just a check-in. All right, so that was Gemini. We're on to Cancer. What's coming up for my Cancerians? What's coming up for my Cancerians, please? My Cancerians. All right, we have a King of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, potentially. Doesn't have to be, but yeah, I gotta say it. We have Justice, that's Libra, strong Libra energy now. Doesn't have to be, but gotta say it. What's going on here with you guys? Judgment? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You guys are trying to resist having to make a very difficult decision here. The four of Pentacles is, you're thinking about, you're in your comfort zone. You're trying to hold on, but you're also holding back. Like you're trying to not have to make a difficult decision here. Justice is involved. This could be a legal situation. This could be a divorce. There's something that you're not doing, and it's based out of fear, and it's also connected to the devil here. This is Capricorn energy. There you are in your own reading. So now we have the Chariot, which is Cancer. There you are. This is for my Cancerians, and this is but the Chariot's also a fork in the road energy. So you guys right now you're scared. You're extremely fearful about making a decision. And I don't know. I mean, we can speculate. Yeah, there's the Page of Swords. This is again delayed action because you don't think that you have enough information yet. And a decision has to be made here. Now we have the Sun, the bottom, which is Leo energy. And it's almost like you guys you're delaying. All right, so we have the Sun here. We have the Six of Wands underneath that. We have a King of Coins now. So we have two different kings now. King of Pentacles here could be a Capricorn, doesn't have to be. We have Two of Cups, so this is about obviously a partnership or relationship, something. Seven of Wands, Knight of Swords, Seven of Coins, the Star. The Star is Aquarius energy. Maybe that's the King of Swords. I don't know. This is what I do know. Ooh, just had a really crazy chill just go down my spine here. That was weird. That was really weird. That was like something like somebody came up behind me with like a cold feather and just brushed all the way up like the back of my spine. That was really weird. A very weird sensation. But it's relevant because what happened is an involuntary. My body had an involuntary reaction to a sensation, and so I think the way that I interpret that for you guys is that the divine is saying, look, you can't sit here forever. In the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, you'll just go insane. Overthinking. There's a decision that you have to make, and the truth is very clear to you right now, whether you understand it or not. The Sun is always the truth, illumination. So basically, you know what the right thing is to do, and it's implied here in justice. You know what the right thing is to do. The question is, will you do it? Will you do the right thing? And the divine is putting this in your hands. And what's interesting is the divine isn't telling me what this is about. And there's a reason for that, because there's no judgment here. There's no guilt here. The details or all that stuff is being left out here. So you're being protected. Your situation and the details surrounding your situation, Cancer, are being protected. Because the divine doesn't want you making a decision based on guilt, shame, regret, opinions of other people, outside external influences, or anything. The divine is wanting you to make a decision based on what you truly believe is best for you. What's in your highest good and what's in the highest good of others? Where's your moral compass in the decision that you have to make? And do you trust yourself? Do you trust your integrity? Do you trust your values? Do you trust the type of person that you are to make a decision about this? No matter how hard it is. Considering everybody that's involved, considering the outcomes, considering the possibilities, considering the potential cause and effect of all of it. When you take the entirety of it all and you consider all of it, and then you have to make the best decision that you can make with what you know and with what you have. Are you making a decision that's a morally upstanding decision? Or is it based on fear and selfishness, betrayal, corruption? Is there some type of, negativity here? Is there selfishness involved? Like what? Only you know, Cancer. Only you know. The divine is not showing me what this is. But what I can see is we do have something dark and toxic with the devil, and then we do have truth and justice with the justice card. And then you're right in the middle of it all with the two horses on your own card here. One is one path is the path of light, the path of justice. That's the justice card that's on the table here. If I can hold, if I can hold the damn cards. And then the dark horse is obviously the devil card. So the divine is just, is waiting for you to make the decision. And the divine is saying, what the right choice is. That's what the sun card is here saying. You may not want to make the choice. You may be afraid to make the choice, but deep, 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 deep down in your conscious and your spirit, what the right choice is to make. The question is, will you make the right choice? Okay? We'll all be here to know. That's a very mysterious and elusive reading for you, Cancer, even by my own, even for me, it's kind of, I don't know if I've ever had a reading like that for you guys, ever. It's very interesting. All right. Leo. All right, Leo. What's coming up for my Leos in May, the month of May? It's coming up for Leo, the month of May. All right, we have Temperance. Kind of wanted to come out in reverse here a little bit. I'm going to put it upright, but I'm going to acknowledge it in a reverse. It was definitely more reverse than not. So we're going to acknowledge it in the reverse position, but I'm going to leave it upright on the table so that when I put it back in the deck, it's upright. All right, so we have 3 majors already coming out for you guys. So you guys are going through some major stuff in your life right now. Sagittarius with Temperance. We have Taurus energy with the Hierophant. We have Cancer Pisces with the High Priestess here. All right, we have the Knight of Wands. We have the Four of Swords, and we have the Three of Cups. Okay, this is what I got for you guys, Leo. And then we have the World at the bottom of the deck here. The Divine doesn't want you guys to have to repeat a pattern or a cycle, because the Divine's basically like, look, you have an opportunity, Leo, to not have to repeat something again. You can just learn it this one time. You can do the thing and not have to learn this, have to repeat this cycle here, because the world is done. You accomplished it. You finished it. You learned that lesson. You never have to revisit again, right? That chapter is closed. You're done. You've leveled up. You've moved on to the next thing. You never have to go back and repeat and deal with this thing again with the World card. However, it's all dependent upon whether you actually learn the lesson or not. But because the World is here, the Divine is saying there is an opportunity for you guys to not have to learn the lesson. All right? So it's not a given. It's not the Divine isn't saying that, okay, you're not going to have to learn this lesson over again, or you're not going to have to go back around the mountain. They're saying, we don't want you to. And I'm just being crystal clear in my explanation of this. The Divine doesn't want you to have to go through this again. But it's in your hands, right? So what I'm seeing here is these first 3 cards are all about you needing to understand your beliefs, your programming, your tendencies, the way that you're wired, your background, the things that have influenced you, all the things. With the Temperance, the Hierophant, and the High Priestess, okay? So Temperance is the card of balance, meaning like, hey, are your beliefs serving you, or are they not serving you? The Hierophant are essentially your beliefs, like the external beliefs, the pressure, the societal expectations of the world, the things that you were taught by your family, the way that you were raised, the beliefs that you were brought up in. And the High Priestess it represents your subconscious beliefs. So you're dealing with both. We have the Hierophant and the High Priestess, your external beliefs and your internal beliefs. The question is, are they in balance? Are they harmonized? Are your external beliefs and your internal beliefs, are those things working together? Or are they working against each other? Because we have the Knight of Wands here, and the Knight of Wands can go one of two ways. The Knight of Wands, when they're in harmony and balance, which is temperance energy, the Knight of Wands is somebody who they're bold, they're charismatic, they're courageous, they're brave, and, they're willing to take calculated action. Now, when the Knight of Wands is not in balance, and the Knight of Wands is your energy, by the way, it's fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Obviously, this is for you, my Leonians, my lions and lionesses out there. When this energy is not in balance, then the Knight of Wands is somebody who's careless, they're reckless, they're impulsive, and they're basically, they're flaky, they're inconsistent, and you can't count on them. There's a reason that the Knight of Wands is kind of like coined the player of the tarot deck. Anytime the Knight of Wands comes out, people start holding their breath. It's like that's player energy usually. So somebody who gets in, they get out. Right? They're here today, they're gone tomorrow. Like that's kind of like the cliche meaning for the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands gets a bad rap most of the time because, the Knight of Wands is your typical player when it comes to like love and relationship type stuff. But here we're not talking about that. That energy is, sure, if it's not balanced, if it's not tempered, which is what temperance is here to do, is to bring us into alignment with our highest good, our spiritual purpose. Like we're not in the devil energy. We're not being ruled by the ego. We're living by spirit when we're in temperance energy. Now, the Four of Swords and the Three of Cups and the World, these two really, we talked about the world a second ago. So the Knight of Wands in regards, rather, to the Four of Swords and the Three of Cups. So what the Divine is basically saying here is like, look, the Four of Swords is you guys needing to really think through. Like you need to give this some actual thought. You can't just like, okay, I heard this reading and now I'm just going to go off and just, I forget, like whatever. Like the Divine is saying, no. Pause, time out. We know you think you're the shit because you're Leo. You're the rock stars of the ZODIAC. Like you're the Motley Crue. Like, fucking get up on the stage and be a badass and rock stars and all the things. And so like, you're too busy partying and living it up in the limelight, to have time to stop and like ponder anything of substantial value. Well, that would be a disservice to you guys. So let's not do that. The Divine is saying, hey, look, you need to really give this some serious fucking thought. Because, sure, the Three of Cups is here. Now, this is going to go one of two ways. This is either going to hurt you and hurt your reputation, and this is going to come back and bite you in the ass, and then you're going to have to go around the mountain again. You're going to have to learn this lesson all the way from the start. Or you can master this lesson in the here and the now, and you can learn it this month, and then you can move on to bigger and better things. So you guys are going to be confronted with a situation or a person. There's something going on in your life in the month of May that the purpose of this thing occurring in your life in the month of May is intended to get you to evaluate your external beliefs and your internal beliefs. And that's what this situation or this person or whatever you're involved in, it's going to trigger something inside of you for the purpose of you having to reevaluate your beliefs. externally and internally. And any belief that's a part of you that's not serving you for your highest good is a belief that needs to go. Or it's a belief that you need to readjust and bring into balance, into spiritual balance. And if not, then, you know, you're probably going to end up having to experience something that's not very, you know, it's not, there's no card here on the table, but it's in the energy that I can feel it. It's like you're going to go through something that's not going to be enjoyable, and you're just going to have to learn, you know, you're going to have to go through this all over again. So, you know, whatever this thing is, you can learn it now, you can grow from it, and you won't have to go through it. You know, you can be done with it. And you will become a better version of you as a result of it. And the things that you're desiring and you're wanting that are ahead for you the rest of the year will be more likely to, you'll be more likely to attract those things into your life as a result. All right, Virgo, my fellow virgins. Let's find out what's happening for us, myself included as a fellow virgin. What's coming up for the virgins? The virgins, all right, we got a Queen of Wands. We have a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries here, potentially, maybe. Doesn't have to be, but we have a Queen of Wands on the deck so far. All right, we have Temperance. Well, that's Sagittarius energy. So far, we got Sagittarius, strong Sagittarius energy. All right, at the very least, we have strong fire energy. All right, we have the Two of Wands, a decision or a choice that might have to be made. Let's see. Virgo, 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 Virgo. Strength, we have Leo now. Interesting. We got Sag on one side and we have Leo on the other side. We got strong fire. So we're dealing with a person here that could be either a Sag or a Leo. Maybe they have both in their chart. We have an Eight of Wands. So somebody is going to be contacting you or wanting to communicate with you, wanting to move forward very quickly, or something could be happening very quickly with you all. Eight of Wands is fast. Fast action, progress. Things are happening quick. Yep, and we have the Fool, which is a new beginning here, a new start, a new chapter. Interesting. And then we have Death, which is... So hold on, let me go back. This is Aquarius and Aries energy with the Fool, and then we have Scorpio energy here with the Death card. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups. There's love. And then we have a Queen of Cups here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Interesting. So Virgo, you guys might have to decide. You might have a choice to make, a decision and a choice to make between two different people here. We have a water sign, potentially a Scorpio. And then we have a fire sign, which could be a Leo or a Sag. Now, doesn't have to be though. Doesn't have to. I'm just showing you the cards here, but there's definitely love with the Knight of Cups. There's definitely love. Underneath that, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So, you know, and the Fool. So this is probably, this could be two new people. I mean, this could be two different people that are new. It could be a new person and a past person. I'm not sure. I do think that one of these people are new. Now, the other person, I don't know. It's not, you know, I can't really pick up on the energy, and I don't see anything. I'm just peeking under the cards here. I'm not seeing anything that's showing past, so I don't know. Could be two new people, or a past person and a new person. I will say this. I don't think that it's two new people. I don't think it's two brand new people. I think that it's either a new person and a past person, or a new person and a past person. It's not two people from the past, and it's not two new people. I think it's one and the other. I could be wrong. But I'm just going to go with my gut. And look, I'm just now recognizing this. Look at the energy, or not the energy, the artwork on this card. You know, you kind of see this person, this shadowy person, looking in the past, and this person's kind of looking off in the towards the future here. And this one's kind of like this person back here is kind of silhouetted, kind of ghosted out. Which I see as past. And look, this card is the Knight of Cups. So I just now noticed this, by the way. Just now noticed this. So I think my intuition is on point here. I think you have a past person and then you have a new person here. And with the Two of Wands, you're going to have a decision to make. And with the Fool and the Death card here is basically, you're going to go, obviously, you'll have a new beginning with one of them. And then obviously the other one will be the ending. So you're going to move forward with one of these people. One of these choices you're going to start something with. So with you, Virgo, May, you're probably meeting somebody new. You're probably meeting somebody new and potentially hearing from somebody from your past. And then you're going to make your mind up about which one you want to start a new life with. So you're going to move forward with the past person, or you're going to move forward with the new person. It's going to be one or the other. It's not going to be both, because you're a Virgo and you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't try. You wouldn't try to do any of that shady shit. We'll leave that to, I won't say what zodiac sign we'll leave that to. I won't say what zodiac sign. But you know what sign you are. You zodiacs, you know which sign you are. No names are going to be mentioned, but not you virgins, you little Virgos. You wouldn't do that. All right, Libra. King of Pentacles just came out for you, Libra. So that is potentially Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Potentially, doesn't have to be. Libra, Libra, Libra. Seven of Wands. Okay, could be standing your ground about something, or maybe you need to stand your ground about something, or maybe you're facing challenges here with this person. You get the Page of Swords, we get the Nine of Swords. Okay. What's got you guys all crazy here? Okay, well, you could be dealing with a Virgo. We have the Hermit here. That could be Virgo. So maybe Libra, maybe you guys are dealing with a Virgo here. The Knight of Wands. Okay, so there's definitely some trust issues here. You have a connection with somebody, and there's some trust issues here. At the very least, there's trust issues here. Yeah. You're overthinking things with the Nine of Swords, and, the Page of Swords is somebody who's constantly looking for something because you think that there's something that this person is doing wrong. And that's why you have the Seven of Wands here. You're on guard. You're defensive about something. You think this person is doing something and you're trying to figure it out. You're looking, you're searching for what are they doing? What are they doing? What am I not seeing? What are they hiding? And it's got you all in the Nine of Swords here. And I think with the Knight of Wands here is that you think that this person is fucking around on you. You think that this person is cheating, lying, they're doing something. They're doing something behind your back with the Knight of Wands. We have the Seven of Coins here at the bottom, the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Six of Cups, we have something from the past. We have the Two of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Three of Swords. Okay, so this is going to be one of two things. either you're projecting something from your past, meaning there's somebody who hurt you in your past. I can see that with the Six of Cups. That's the past energy. Two of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Three of Swords. Somebody in your past, Libra, hurt you, and you're concerned that this person is also doing it, is also hurting you. They're doing the same thing to you that the person in the past is doing. But do you have proof? Do you have evidence? Because I don't see any here. There's nothing up here on the cards that's showing me that this person, the current person, is doing anything wrong. So are you just projecting the past onto this person? Do you have proof that they're doing anything wrong? Or are you just assuming that they're doing something wrong? Now, the other side of the coin could be that you guys are doing something wrong and you're super stressed out and you're afraid that the person you're with is going to find out that you're doing something wrong because maybe you are the one who has this King of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the King of Wands, and the Three of Swords. So, Libra, are you guys behaving? Are you guys being faithful? Are you guys doing right by your person? Or are you guys the one? Are you the ones that are afraid here that your person's going to find out that maybe you're being bad? I don't know. It's going to be one or the other here. So you're either projecting the past onto your current person without proof that they're doing anything wrong, because I don't see any proof that they're doing anything wrong, or you guys are guilty of doing something and you don't want your current person to find out, and that's why you're stressed out, because it's like, oh my God, what if they find out? Because maybe your person suspects. Maybe they're like, something's off about Libra. They're not acting right. And maybe they're the ones maybe they're questioning you. Maybe they're coming around your phone. Maybe they're starting to pick up on like, hey, something's off here. Something's not right. And this has got you stressed out. Like, oh my God, they're gonna find out. I don't know which one. I don't know which one it is, but I feel strongly it's going to be one of the two. Okay, you're either projecting your fears onto this person. And do you have enough proof? Is it justifiable? Are they doing something that would elicit you projecting your fears from the past and past hurt onto them? Or is it not justified? And are you just really hurt and really scared? And you have to be honest with yourself about that. And then again, the second group of you, are you guys doing something shady? Are you betraying your partner? Are you keeping secrets? Are you guys behaving? It's going to be one or the other, Libra. All right. Scorpio. Scorpios. What's coming up for Scorpio? Scorpio. What's coming up for Scorpio in May? Oh, that one just hit the floor. I think some of you guys might have, for some of your friends might feel like you dropped off the face of the earth. I know that just kind of random, that card fell. But it's relevant. Okay, so we have the Hermit, so that's Virgo energy. We have the Seven of Wands. Maybe you're dealing with a Virgo, or maybe not. Maybe you guys are just, you guys are focused on yourself right now, and you've kind of like, maybe you have kind of disappeared and dropped off the face of the planet, because that would be the Hermit energy. It's like, hey, you know what? People, what happened to such and such? What happened to the Scorpio? No one's heard from you. No one's seen you. No, it's like you just disappeared. right? You've gone into your cave. You've gone off into the hills and you've disappeared on everybody. You're in hermit mode. No one knows where you are. No one's heard from you. No one's seen you. And the Seven of Wands is kind of like, you're standing your ground. You're like, yeah, I'm in my hermit mode and I don't want to be bothered right now. It's like when Mama Bear goes in the cave and hibernates, you don't go in the cave and wake up the bear. When the bear is in the cave, that's their lair. And it's like, you don't go in the cave. Because you wake up the bear in her cave, she's gonna maul you. Yeah, so there's the Four of Coins. So this is you're completely, for some reason, Scorpio, you're completely you are like completely buckled down and focused on 100% you right now. And the energy that I get is you guys want to be left alone right now. Like, so you're in the Ten of Pentacles here. Now, this could be you focused on maybe like your immediate family or your children or, your responsibilities, maybe your money, maybe your work and things like that. Because we have the Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, that's money and finance, sure. But the strongest energy that I'm getting here is that you guys are just basically like, look, I want to be left alone right now. And I just want to be left alone. And there's not really a specific reason. It's just you're just an energy right now of, I want to be left the fuck alone. And I can't see exactly why. Okay, well, I'm getting a little bit more of the why now. Okay, so yeah, the Eight of Cups here, the Devil. So you guys were burned. Or you went through something toxic recently, yeah. So you got let down here. The Star in reverse. That's something you had hopes and wishes for something that did not pan out the way that you hoped or wished for. In fact, it was quite the opposite with the Devil. So you just got out of a situation here that was toxic, was not what you thought that it was, and you're just like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to. You just want to be left alone right now. The Nine of Pentacles is you, focus on you. You don't want to have to talk to anybody about it. You don't want to have to explain yourself. You're just in like, I need to go and be left alone. I'm going to process this. I'm going to focus on me. And when I'm ready to come out of my fucking hermit cave, when I'm ready to come back out into the world, when I'm ready to explain myself, when I'm ready to talk, when I'm ready to open up or share information or details or whatever, then I'll do it. But right now, Eight of Cups, I'm walking away. I'm going in my hermit cave. I don't want people to bother me. Seven of Wands, my guard is up, my defense is up. The do not knock sign that you put outside of the hotel door room, you know what I'm saying, is like, hey, sleeping, don't knock. You put the sign out there, no noise, like that's you. Like you put the sign up, and that's the warning for everybody. Like, hey, look, don't fuck with me. I don't want to be fucked with right now. That's the energy that you're in right now. You're focused on you. You went through something. You came out of something toxic, something disappointed. Very disappointing for you. Something hurtful and disappointing. Something did not turn out the way that you thought that it would, and you just want to be left alone. You don't want to talk about it. You need to process it, and when you're done processing it in your time, you'll come back out into society and deal with the people. So that's where you're at. Sagittarius. What's coming up for Sagittarius in May? Oh, Jesus. All right. The Tower. First card coming out of the deck. Yee. Let's find out if this is a good tower or a bad tower. That's Yeah, it's like everybody holds their breath. The first card. Oh shit! Especially when the Five of Wands is the second card. So the Tower is the first card, and the Five of Wands is the second card. I'm definitely holding my breath on that. Okay, and we got the King of Pentacles here, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn potentially. We have an Ace of Cups here. All right, now you're showing up, Queen of Wands here. So here you are in your own reading, Sagittarius. Eight of Pentacles. Okay, the pictures. I'm getting the big picture now. Yeah, I'm getting the big picture, the bigger picture here. Okay, so this is a situation where, okay, whoever this person is that you're dealing with, whoever this represents to you, Sagittarius. Okay, so I mean, it's a King of Pentacles, so it's Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, but it could be technically any sign. All right, this is what I see. I think that this is somebody from your past that you had it's somebody from your past. The Tower is something did not work out with this person, to put it lightly. You and this person, you know, you have past history, but obviously the Tower is it came to an abrupt halt, to put it lightly. Okay, so something happened with this person where the relationship ended very suddenly. Just was over. Like one day it's there, and the next it just ended. All right, it was very sudden. Five of Wands. Now, this could just be the metaphor for the conflict that was occurring at that time, or it could be that there were other influences involved. There could have been other people. There could have been the thought of other people. Whatever. There's several energies attached to this card, which is explaining why the Tower is here. This person and you, look what's in between, is the Ace of Cups. This person still has feelings for you, and you still have feelings for this person. And those feelings, because it's the Ace of Cups, those feelings are still very fresh. Now, there's an opportunity with the Eight of Pentacles for you and this person to work through or work out whatever the hell happened back here. The Knight of Wands and the Star, there's a lot of chemistry here between you and this person. A lot of sexual chemistry here, a lot of passion. You guys really driven, like you're very motivated to come together. And I don't know, maybe the sex was so good. Maybe the sex between you and this person was so good in the past. Maybe that's what ended it. It's like, man, I can't, maybe you created a Tower moment. The sex was so explosive, you had to end the relationship. You're like, now we just can't take it anymore. It's so good. We have to end the relationship over it. I don't know. But there's definitely chemistry here. And the Star is a mutual energy. You both, whether you admit it or not, you both are kind of like you both are the ideal person for the other person. You are the ideal person for them, and they are the ideal person for you. That's the way you see each other. You guys like if you guys were to write down like a list of like who is my perfect person, right? You would be describing this person, and then this person would be describing you. So it's very interesting here. Because look, underneath that, we get the Page of Wands. This is a lot of flirtation, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. And then the Sun is the happiest card on the deck. So I don't know. I don't know, Sagittarius. This is very weird to me. Like, you're dealing with somebody here that's basically your wish and dream come true with the Star. Something happened in the past. Don't know what happened in the past. You know what happened in the past, but something happened in the past. There was some type of conflict, something, whatever this Five of Wands represents. But hey, in this present moment, you and this person still have strong feelings and emotions for each other. You're still very driven towards each other. You still desire each other. You still want each other. And you could work this out if you want to with this person. You could make this work. You could come back together with this person and you could have everything you ever wanted with the Star. It's here. It's here for the taking for both of you. For both of you. And it doesn't matter what happened in the past because that was the past. This is the present. Ace of Cups, the Star, the Page of Wands, and the fucking Sun. Like, it doesn't get any better than that. And then you add in the Knight of Wands, man. Like, that's like a banging good time on top of all the other things here. And I'm not just saying great sex is all there is to, obviously you need to have a lot more than sexual chemistry for a healthy relationship. But I'm just saying the energy between you and this person is really, really good. And I feel like there's some part of you that's like trying to talk yourself out of it. Like you're trying to force yourself into a denial. And my question to you is why? Why are you denying this Ace of Cups and this Star energy that you feel towards this person? Is it just because of what happened in the past? Is it just you're scared and you're afraid? Like what's the deal? I can't answer that for you. I'm not a Sagittarius. This isn't my reading. But it is something to think about because this could be your person. And you don't want to let your fear, your insecurities, your doubt, and you certainly don't want to let things in the past that maybe aren't an issue in the present. Because people learn, people grow. We make mistakes. Hindsight's 20/20. We wake up and, hey, you know what? I fucked up. I realized, hey, maybe, before when I had you, I was afraid of being hurt. And I realized that my fear of being hurt is what's actually hurting me from having the love that I want. And so now that I realize that, I can fix it. I can work on myself so that I can come to you and love you without all of my fears getting in the way of the relationship that we could have. There's lots of possibilities, Sagittarius. Are you sure that you're sure that you're sure that you're sure? You want to force yourself into denial of something or someone that could be your dream come true. All right, Capricorn. Capricorn. It's coming up for Capricorn in the month of May. Capricorn. All right, we got the Five of Wands. Holy shit. All right, you guys are like right here with Sagittarius. Weird. Literally the same cards coming out. We get the Five of Wands. We have this King of Pentacles again. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. So this is you potentially showing up in your own energy. We got the Eight of Swords. Okay, so I see already, Capricorn, you guys are doing what you do best when you're in your fear, which is overthink things. You are your own worst enemy here. Mental conflict. Seven of Wands. Yeah, you guys are in a shit show of energy right now, and I'm just going to keep it real with you guys. You guys are your own worst enemy right now. You're in you're letting your ego, you're letting your mind completely just beat the shit out of you. Your ego's completely running the show. Your fears, your insecurities, your self-doubts, like you're letting fear literally consume you right now. Fear is absolutely consuming you right now. And you're literally surrounded on both sides. You got the mental conflict, self-sabotage, 5 swords on this side, and then on the other side you have the victim mentality, you know, my life sucks, I can't do anything about it, I'm stuck, I'm powerless, on this side. And then it's putting you in the 7 of Wands, which is basically making you, you know, guarded and defensive, and kind of like an asshole basically with anyone that gets close to you. So you're basically like pushing people away. You're being defensive towards people that mean you no harm. Yeah, and you're very skeptical and you're very very cynical here with the page of swords. Like you have this weird thing right now where you think everyone's out to get you. You think that everybody's out like this. Everyone's out to screw you over. Everyone's out to hurt you. Like you have this very skeptical, cynical, and guarded energy right now. And then the Ace of Wands here. There's just anger. That's all I get off of that. Just like this guy. Like this guy. This is you. Like somebody walks up, somebody's like, "Hey man, you like," and you like, "What the fuck?" You know, you're ready to like take your damn hammer and it's like start raising your hammer at people. Like, what do you want? You're ready to just like start beating people down just for walking up to you, for just saying good morning to you or saying hi, how are you doing? And no people that mean you absolutely no harm, and you're walking in through life right now like that, like you're on this crazy defensive mode right now. Six of Wands. The Star. All right, so something here about you either feeling like you're not good enough or you're getting too much attention from the wrong people. What's going on here with this? This is very interesting to me. The Strength, the Chariot, and the Ten of Swords. Okay. 7 of Swords at the bottom of the deck and the 9 of Cups. Okay, so there's betrayal here, deception here, and I don't know if it's you just deceiving yourself or somebody else who hurt you. We got the 10 of Swords, which is betrayal and backstab, and then we have the 7 of Swords, which is more deception, lies, deceit, betrayal. Okay, let's go through all the signs. We got Aquarius energy, we have Leo energy, we have Cancer energy, we have your energy up here, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, the 9 of Cups here. I don't know if this is another person or if this is you. It's really hard to tell. But this is what I can tell you. Okay, I don't have to know if this was like somebody who hurt you or you hurt somebody else or what the deal is. It doesn't matter. That part of it's irrelevant. You know what's happened to you. You know your story, Capricorn. What I can tell you is that whatever has happened to you or whatever you did to somebody else, either one, either way, whatever the story is, whatever your story is, you know what your story is. What I can tell you, the bottom line here is that this month, you need to pull yourself out of this hole. The Strength card here is what is really the core essence of what needs to happen here. Strength is self-control, it's discipline, it's compassion, it's controlling one's emotions, it's gaining control over the lion, the ego, the monster, the mind. So what the divine is wanting you guys to know, the most important thing for you guys to know this month is If you want the chaos, the negativity, if you want a way out, that way is through your own power. Strength is the power within you. So the divine is saying you're going to have to find the strength, the courage, the bravery. It's up to you to take control of your own existence, to take control of your life, to take control of whatever's happened to you, whatever the situation is. You're going to have to, and it's one of those kind of tough love type of readings, but I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. I love you guys. You're my fellow earth signs. I'm just here to be the messenger. I'm a Capricorn rising, by the way. So I understand. I got Capricorn energy. Sometimes we have to just suck it up. We have to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. We have to put our big girl and big boy underwear on. I have to go, you know what? This sucks. And, sometimes you just have to put one foot in front of the other. Sometimes you just got to, when you're digging a hole, you got to dig the hole. When you're climbing the ladder, you got to one step at a time, right? Like, I could use infinite metaphors here. But what the divine is saying is nothing changes until we change. It's up to us to make the change. And so the strength card is here as a message of saying you're not powerless, because that's the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is being the victim. I can't change it. This is happening to me, and I can't do this and I can't do that. There's no good outcomes, and I can't get ahead. Whatever the powerless victim bullshit is. The divine is calling you out and saying, "Hey, that's not true. It's not true. It's not true." The strength card is here saying you're going to have to stand up and resist the Eight Swords part of you that wants to be a victim, or the Five Swords part of you that wants to self-sabotage, the mental conflict, beating yourself up, criticizing yourself, perfectionism, and all that other shit. The divine is saying, hey, you need to be stronger than all of this. This is a spiritual strength. This isn't a mental intellectual exercise. You're not going to logic your way out of this through your mind, your knowledge, and your humanity. This is a spiritual lesson. This is a spiritual test. You will conquer this lesson. You will overcome this through spiritual strength. That's how you get through this, is through your spiritual strength. Your spirit, not your mind, not your ego. The mind and the ego are the swords. Remember, the swords are on both sides of you here. That's what's fucking you up. More than anything else, that's what's fucking you up. And the Seven of Swords, let's not forget about the Seven of Swords. That's self-deception. That's you co-signing and believing your own bullshit. That's you saying, oh yeah, I am powerless. Yeah, I am powerless. You just keep lying to yourself more so that you don't have to, so that you can stay in your powerlessness, so that you feel like there's nothing you have to do to get out of it. And the divine's calling you out and saying, no, you have the power to get out of it. Nothing's stopping you from getting out of it except for you. You can change anything about your life. Whatever is not working, whatever this Ten of Swords is, where you've hit rock bottom here, or you feel like you've been betrayed. Maybe you have been betrayed. Maybe you have hit rock bottom. I don't know. It's not clear. Like I said, it doesn't matter. It's besides the point. You know where you are in your life. The divine is saying you have the power, you have the strength to change whatever your circumstances are. The question is, are you going to use the power and the strength that you have? That's the question. And that's the lesson the divine is presenting you. Will you use what you have? Faith of a mustard seed can move a mountain. Will you use the mustard seed that you have to move the mountains? Or will you say, no, I can't do it? And then allow the ego to tell you all the reasons why, so you can stay powerless and helpless. And if so, then you'll stay in the Ten of Swords, by the way, because the divine's not going to come and pull you out of it. No one's coming. You have to participate in your own rescue here, Capricorn. And I know this is kind of like a little bit of a tough love message here, but I'm just the messenger. Don't be pissed off at me. I'm just the messenger. If it was up to me, everybody would get unicorns, fairies, and rainbows. Trust me. I'm just the messenger. But I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you on my channel, and I'm not going to tell you things that I'm not being given or guided to from my higher power. Because then I would be held responsible for lying to you, and then I would get the karma for lying to you. So I'm not going to get karma because I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you exactly what the divine is telling me to tell you. And if you want to be upset and pissed off, then be upset and pissed off at your higher power. Do not be upset and pissed off with me, because I care about you guys. If I didn't, I wouldn't be telling you the truth. But the truth is, you're going to have to use the power that you have to pull yourself out of whatever you're in. And the divine will honor you. If you step into your power, the divine will say, okay, now I know you're serious. Now I know that you want this change. Now I know you want change. Now I know you want this. And the minute that you decide, you know what, I don't want this anymore. I don't want 5 of swords. I don't want 8 of swords. I don't want 7 of swords. I don't want 10 of swords for my life anymore. The divine goes, perfect. Now you have my attention, because the divine only has 2 non-negotiables with all of us. It's never going to violate your free will. You can do whatever the fuck you want. That's the first non-negotiable. The second non-negotiable is the divine will not give you anything that's not in your highest good. 5 of swords, 8 of swords, 7 of swords, and 10 of swords is not in your highest good. So the divine's like, hey, look, that's not in your highest good. And if that's what you want, you can use your free will to choose that. But I'm out. I can't assist you if that's your choice. But the minute that you change your mind, you go, well, you know what? I don't want this anymore. I want what's in my highest good. Then the divine goes, cool. Now I will assist you. And then instantaneously, you get infinite access to infinite resources, and you have the full force of the divine, the creator of all this created of infinite, every dimension, every power possible, God, source of the universe, the fullness of everything behind you, assisting you at that point. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm just saying, as a fellow earth sign, the answer seems pretty obvious to me. What I would do if I were you, I mean, I'm not you, not in your shoes, but if I were you, I know what I would do. And it's up to you. You guys have to decide, what are you going to do? Are you going to choose to be powerful, participate in your own rescue, or are you going to remain in your powerlessness and continue to suffer? All right, Aquarius. What's coming up for Aquarius? I keep it real up in here, y'all. I keep it real. Aquarius. What's coming up for Aquarius in May? Okay, the Tower in reverse. So you guys are going to dodge a bullet, potentially. Let's find out why the Tower in reverse came out. I mean, if the Tower was going to be the first card that was going to come out in a reading, the reverse position would be the position I would want it to be in, for the most part. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We still got to get some cards out here. Okay, we got the 7 of Pentacles. We got the 2 of Cups here. All right, so there's either a delay potentially here, or you're dodging a bullet. It's one of the two. There's a delay, or you're dodging a bullet. Yeah, okay. So Aquarius, you guys have an opportunity here with somebody. There's a relationship here. We got the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. 10 of Swords underneath that, 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords. Jesus. I mean, basically all the cards that were just here a second ago for Capricorn. we have the Four of Wands. We have Justice here. So we got Libra, Scorpio, Aries, basically with the Tower in reverse. So for you guys, it's very simple here. The Four of Wands, the Ace of Cups. There's and the Two of Cups. There's a relationship or a high level commitment that you're involved in here. Where there's been conflict, there's been trials, there's been deception, there's been all kinds of problems and issues here. Okay, I mean the Ten of Swords, Five of Swords, Seven of Swords. I mean you've been through the ringer with this person. Justice, the truth is out. Okay, between you and this person. There's no, and again, I feel like for most of you, this is somebody that you're already connected with. If not, the rest of you, this would be a past person. So take it as it resonates. I don't know who's who, not that it matters. If it resonates, it resonates, regardless of if it's somebody you're currently with or regardless if it's somebody from your past. If it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Everything is known. Okay, so there's no secrets anymore. Justice is you already know about if there's been deception, if there's been lies, if there's been betrayal, if there's been whatever has happened in this relationship, you know everything and this person knows everything. Okay, at this point, all the cards have been laid on the table. Everything is, it's all known. Now the Ace of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Nine of Cups. There's lots of threes there. That was probably the deception. Yeah, I mean, there's a history here. There's a really, really nasty, gnarly history here. But this Ace of Cups and this Two of Cups and the Four of Wands here and the Six of Pentacles, all this is saying basically, along with Justice, is that you do care about this person and this person does care about you. You can fix this, but it's going to take a hell of a lot of fucking work, which is why the Tower in reverse is here. So basically, if you want to save this relationship, there's an opportunity for you and this person to save this relationship, but it's going to take hard work and it's going to take effort. Seven of Pentacles, it's going to require that you both invest 110%. You both invest. You're going to have to let go of the past. You're going to have to let go, the need to be right and holding the other person accountable for all the things that they did wrong. You're going to have to get help. You're going to have to be willing to do whatever it takes. The Seven of Pentacles is full investment, doing whatever it takes. If you got to go to therapy, you got to go to therapy. You got to get a mentor or a coach or this and that. Whatever it takes, you're going to have to be willing to invest. Spare no expense, set your pride aside, whatever it takes, Aquarius. You're going to have to be willing to do whatever it takes. And if you're willing to do whatever it takes, and you're being truthful, you're being honest, and you're doing it for the right reasons, which is why Justice is here, because no one can lie to Lady Justice. Lady Justice knows if the motives and the intentions behind why you're doing the things that you do are for the right reasons. The motive matters, okay? The motive matters here. Not just for you, but for your person also. But the Ace of Cups, there is a chance for you and this person to get to heal this relationship, which is the Two of Cups, you guys coming back together again. The Four of Wands, rebuilding, your relationship, coming back together, having a healthy relationship again, healing the relationship, Six of Pentacles, and you guys continuing the investment, the 6 to the 7, being fair, being generous, you're both giving equally to the relationship, you're both investing in the relationship. And if you guys are willing to do that, then this relationship does not have to blow up, it does not have to end, which is what the Tower in reverse is saying. Okay? If the Tower was upright, this whole reading would be the complete opposite. If this Tower card was upright, especially with Justice over here, I'd be like, oh, hey, you guys were in a serious commitment and it's over. It's blowing up, But with that Tower, that's this one card being in reverse. That's how powerful that card is. That one card being in reverse changes the entire dynamic of this reading for you. Okay? Now, I want to be crystal clear again that the power and the control is in your guys' hands. The outcome is in your hands. Please, 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 please hear me. The outcome is in your guys' hands. So if you do nothing, then this relationship's probably going to fail. If you keep doing the same things that you've been doing, you're going to get the same results that you've been getting, which means the relationship will probably fail. The divine is here to say, hey, to get this outcome that you're wanting or potentially wanting, you're going to need to do something different. And that's why the divine is here to show you what you can do to get the outcome that you desire. Right? So all you have to do is do the thing that the divine tells you to do, and you will get the outcome that you and this person desire. But you let your ego get involved, and you just, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna, do whatever you guys have been doing up until now. Then you're gonna blow it. You're gonna waste this opportunity. This Tower will probably turn up right, and then this whole relationship's going to be blown apart. And it'll be over and it'll be done. Okay? So it's up to you, Aquarius. The power is in your hand. You can heal this relationship. You can fix it. You and your partner still care about each other. You have feelings for each other. There's romance there. There's feelings there. You can heal whatever's happened. Doesn't matter what's happened. Okay? I'm not saying that you can do it by yourself. You might need to get outside help. I don't know. But you need to be willing to do whatever it takes if you care that much about the relationship. The value of anything is the amount of life you're willing to exchange for it. So how valuable is this relationship to you? What are you willing to exchange to fix it, to heal it, to make it right, to not lose that person, not lose your relationship with this person? Maybe there's other things involved. Maybe you have kids. Maybe you have a house. Who knows what's all involved? And only you guys can make that decision. All right. Pisces. My last zodiac sign. What's coming up for my Pisceans? Please. What's coming up for Pisces, please? May. All right, we have a Queen of Pentacles here, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. This could be your energy as well. We don't know yet. Maybe, maybe you have a friend or somebody. Who knows? We got the Three of Wands here. Let's see. Page of Swords. Knight of Swords. Now, you guys sure are doing a lot of thinking. A little hyperactive thinking here. Queen of Swords. Okay, well, now things are getting a little bit more interesting. Now we got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Doesn't have to be. That could be you. This could be you. That could be you. But we have two different females, and we have a Three of Wands here. Oh, boy. I'm just waiting for the Seven of Swords, or I'm waiting for a man to pop out. The Fool in reverse just came out. Okay, so that's being reckless and foolish here. Careless, reckless, and foolish. Okay, there's the Three of Swords. I said the Seven of Swords, but we'll take a Three of Swords. Now, where's the man? Yeah, I knew this was going to turn into a third party love triangle, heartbreak. I knew that's where this was about to go. Secrets here. There's your own energy. Cancer, Pisces here with the High Priestess. Page of Swords, Knight of Swords. Yeah, there's a Seven of Swords. There's the Seven of Swords I was looking for. See? I knew it. Show me the man. Where's the man? Page of Cups. Who's the man? Ten of Cups. Okay, so somebody's probably married. Six of Swords. So we have the married woman. That's the Queen of Pentacles, is the married woman. So we have a married woman here. Where's the man? Are you going to show me the man? Where's the masculine figure in this? We got two feminines. Where's the masculine? Let's just go ahead and get him out on the table. Six of Pentacles. I just want to see the dude. I already know what this is all saying. The Emperor. Okay, there he is. There he is. An older gentleman here. So this guy's probably older. Or he just kind of like, you know, he just likes to be, you know, Mr. in charge. Or he acts like he's in charge. Or maybe he just has all the power. Five of Wands in reverse. I'm going to put it upright, but we'll honor it in the reverse. Not that it matters, because I already know what the reading is. I just want to see if it would show me who the guy is. Ten of Pentacles, yeah. See, he's married. The Emperor. Do you want to show me who the Emperor is? I'm just curious to know what his energy is. I mean, he could be an Aries, but that's generic. And we have Sagittarius with Temperance, Cancer, Pisces, but that's you guys. Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which is in alignment with the Seven of Swords. And then we got, the Chariot here, which is Cancer energy. But I feel like it's just, you know, this dude's been playing two sides of the fence. Okay, we have the Sun, which is Leo energy. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could sit here and pull all day long to try to figure out. You know who this guy is. I don't need to know who he is. I don't need to know what the fuck his sign is. You know who he is. You know what his sign is. If you know, obviously, I'm assuming you know who this guy is. What his sign is, if you even care. Now, what I can tell you is this, Pisces, this dude. Here's plain and simple. This dude is married, and he's probably been telling you. And if he's not married, then he's in a commitment that's essentially the equivalent to marriage. Okay, he's with somebody in a serious commitment. He has assets with this person. He may have children with this person, even if they're not technically quote unquote married. Like they may not, you know, have signed paper. She may not have his last name, whatever. You know the situation. And you know, when I say you know the situation, you know this isn't a secret to you. Not now. It might have been a secret to you in the past, I don't know. But it's not a secret to you anymore. At this point, you know that this dude is taken. He is in a commitment with somebody. Marriage or not, this dude is in a commitment. He has wanted to have his cake and eat it too. So, the Six of Pentacles, where was that at? Right here. Six of Pentacles. He gives enough to you to keep you, you know, dangled with the carrot there, and then, you know, he gives the other side to his you know, his spouse, his partner, his committed, whoever he's committed to, his wife, whoever that person is, his baby mama. He knows what to give her to appease her. She knows about you. This woman knows that she's with this person. I almost want to say that you guys have even spoken to each other. You have spoken to her, and I think that she's spoken to you. Maybe not all of you, but some of you have spoken You've had a conversation, whether it's in person, whether it's by phone, whether it's through text messages. You have had a conversation with this man's mistress. This person, this man, has basically been gaslighting the ever-living fuck out of you. Completely gaslighted you. This dude has had you by the balls, hook, line, and sinker. And it's like there's nothing this man can do wrong. And I don't know why. There's something about this person for you, Pisces, that for whatever reason, this man can do no wrong. He could molest children. He could murder babies. He could eat dead people. Like, this person could be Ted Bundy, Adolf Hitler. He could be the incarnation of the devil himself. And for all you guys care, he can do no wrong. It's like, oh, he eats babies. That's so, I love it so much. Like, oh, he's a pedophile. Oh my God, I just fall in love with him even more. I know you're like, Eddie, that's sick and that's twisted, but I'm being real with you, with the energy. I'm actually being very serious. It's not that I'm sick and twisted. It's that you guys have a sick and twisted perception of this man because you've allowed this man to convince you and to, I don't know, cast almost like cast some type of a spell or illusion on you to where he can do no wrong. It's just, it doesn't matter what he does to you, how he hurts you, how he gaslights you, what he says, what he does, and how inconsistent is, whatever. It's like, it doesn't matter. You just believe it. It's like, you don't care. It's almost like a part of you that doesn't care. It's like, you just want this person so bad that it doesn't matter. But at the same time, even though that you want him, you also don't want anybody else to have him. And so it's this weird thing. It's like you're actually like, he's got it somehow. He's twisted your brain around to where it's like you feel like you deserve to be the one that he has instead of the person that actually has him. And you don't even care if she knows about you, and you'll talk to her. It's like, I don't care. There's a very sick and twisted mind game with the Seven of Swords, the High Priestess, the Three of, it's, and what I can see here in all of this is that this person has made you false promises. He's probably told you, hey, I'll leave my wife. Don't worry. Just give me time. It's going to be me and you. You're going to have me and only you. I mean, this guy basically just tells you whatever you want to hear, and he knows what to tell you, how to say it to you. He just knows you. He's the puppet master. He's got you so figured out that he has literal mind control over you. That's what this is. Mind control. This dude has mind control over you. And this is your only hope, Temperance. This is you pulling yourself out of the bullshit. Because that's what Temperance is. It's coming out of toxic energy, coming out of the devil energy, finding your true north. I'm not going to leave it here. There's what do they do about this? And see, you guys are always the end for me. You're the last sign that I pull on. Now, obviously, not all Pisces are going to resonate with this reading, but the ones that resonate will know if it resonates. And since you guys are the last ones, I don't have anybody else behind you, I'm going to ask another question. So what's in the highest good? For the Pisces that this reading is for, I didn't choose the cards. They came out. So somebody, this reading is for somebody. What's in their highest good here? Okay, yeah, so here's your card and your energy again, the High Priestess. This is you needing to really, really, really get tuned into what's true, your divine truth here. Okay, with the Six of Swords, you getting out of the illusion and the bullshit. This is what you're up against, though, is the Nine of Cups. So you have the Eight of Swords here. This is minor arcana devil energy. So this and the Nine of Cups here. This is what you're up against. This card represents the man. You are stuck on this man. Why? Because you've associated, you have identified with him as being something that he's not, which is your Nine of Cups. I don't know why my camera is flaking out on me. Okay, well, whatever. It's just going to pulsate. And maybe that's you. I don't know. My camera is tweaking out for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with the reading. But whatever. I'm at the end anyway, so it's fine. The Nine of Cups and the Eight of Swords is your attachment to this man, the unhealthy attachment you have to this man and the power that he has on you. To get out of this, you need to see the truth. These are the two major arcanas, and these are the only two major arcanas. The Sun is illumination. It's truth, clarity, you seeing through the bullshit. The High Priestess, you knowing and feeling and understanding in your intuition what is actually true. You know that you know that you know what's really true. If you choose to listen to your intuition and you stop letting your ego run the show. And you have to make the decision. The Six of Swords is leaving a situation, moving into calmer waters, moving into peace, you leaving something that's toxic, basically. So the divine is saying, you know the truth here. It's up to you what you do with that. You can choose to be in denial. You can choose to stay and believe the bullshit and believe the illusion, continue on this path and continue to let this man rob your life, steal your health, steal your time, your money, your energy, your resources, make you look stupid, make you feel like a fool, ruin your reputation. God knows what. God knows what this man is capable of. Because you've completely given all of your power away to him. All of it. And until you're willing to take your power back and you're willing to embrace the truth, nothing's going to change. And look, the camera just stopped. It stopped pulsating like somebody who's breathing deeply, like having a panic attack. Or somebody super angry. I don't know. There's a meaning. There's some reason my camera was doing that a second ago, and it's not now. This is the truth. The truth will always set you free, Pisces. You're dealing with somebody who has manipulated and twisted you in such a way you don't even know who the hell you are anymore. You have to find your way back to you. You are the High Priestess. This is your card. This represents you at the deepest level. The Sun is ultimate divine truth. You need to come back to you. You need to find yourself again. And the camera's okay. It stopped. Started for a second and stopped again. And when you come home, back to you, to yourself, and you're willing to leave this person, Six of Swords, things will change for you. It's a choice. So you're going to have a decision to make about that. Okay. So that's what I have for all of you. I hope that this information helped and resonated for you guys. If you haven't, please like and subscribe to the channel and come join me for a free live tarot reading. And with that being said, love and light. Hey guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. All the other information is in the description box below. And as always, my friends,
I'm not a bloody psychic.